Hey everybody, right now I want to talk to you about performance enhancing meditation, the system, the performance enhancing meditation system. What this is a combination of tools and techniques designed to help you strengthen your mind, your body, your soul, and your spiritual connection to empower you to create the life that you were born to be living right now. Over the past 17 to 20 years, I've mastered more healing modalities and spiritual tools than I could really even name, honestly. And some tools have just been imparted to me, so I couldn't even tell you what they're called, some of the things that I use in my practice. But prior to that, I used my gifts without even knowing that I was born with them. You know, it wasn't until some years ago that I realized that I had these gifts when I was a little child, after realizing that some of the things that I thought happened on this physical plane did not. But anyway, I have taught the PEM method and used it in my practice for over 17 years now. And people, they would always ask me, well, what is this that you're doing? Like, what do you call this? And I would always say, well, it's a healing. That's what I would call it, a healing. I mean, when you go to John of God, I've been to see him. I've seen Alma, Max the Healer in Brazil, the late Dr. Sabi, Grandmaster Chokak Sui, and all these other people. I mean, you get a healing. You know, God sends healing through these human vessels. So I would just say, well, you just got a healing, you know. To me, healing work is expansive and it grows as the gifts are imparted unto the vessel. Sometimes a name, like just to name something, to me that can kind of pigeonhole the expansiveness, and it might limit the perceptions that you might have of the gift when you give it a name. So to me, I really could have cared less. It just was a healing for me. However, what I've done is taken the basic tools and principles and spiritual practices. There is a lot to learn and master, and you will master how to transform, how to transform your life, and how to really create on purpose. And you will learn how to use this in your practice as well once you have learned how to use it on yourself. So we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in the last class. That'll be one of the things that I will be giving to you guys, the opportunity to work with me, and that will be a free program for you. So stay tuned. But that was a little bit about what performance enhancing meditation is all about. Hi, everybody. I want to introduce you to a young lady named Nikki who's going to share with you an experience that she had when working with me. This experience is about pain in her knee. I forget what she did to that knee. But whatever she did, it was kind of serious. So we did some work, and I'm going to let her tell you the story. So take a listen.
The one that I think speaks to the power of your abilities the most easily is the issue of a knee issue with me. Some years ago, my two daughters had gotten a little Bashan freeze that, for the love of God, I could not housebreak. And for an extended period of time, they went to go visit their dad for a few weeks. And I'm here to take care of this dog. And so I went to go take him outside to try to get him to go to the bathroom. And he goes running out the door. Well, I've got these loose sandals on, and I go to try and chase him and trip and fall down my brick stairs in my front, out in front of my house. And I sprained both knees and my left ankle. I literally could not put any weight on it. Fortunately, I had my cell phone on me. Actually, no, I didn't. I had to physically drag my body up the stairs, up the walkway, up the stairs, back into the house, down the stairs to get to my cell phone and call my kid's dad and said, oh, my God, I fell. I've fallen and I can't get up. And, I'm laying there in the bed. I'm wretched in pain. He comes over and he's like, did you go to the hospital? And I was like, I didn't even think of that. And he's like, you need to go to the hospital. So, of course, they get me to the hospital. And sure enough, I'm in an immobilizer and on both knees. a brace on the left knee, and crutches. And so this was like my new accessory outfit for the next 3 weeks. Now, at the time, you weren't living back in Maryland. I think you were still in Texas. And it just so happened that you were visiting your mom's house in about 3 weeks. And I had, been going around with the crutches, and it's like things didn't just seem like they were getting any better. And it was so bad that I had gone back to the emergency room about 2 or 3 days before you came to visit to have them check it, because I was like, it's still so sore. I can't put any weight hardly on, my knees and on my ankle, especially the left one. Did it break? Because, it just seemed to me like after 3 weeks, I should have been able to put more weight on it after that. And they were like, no, you just really messed up your ankle. You should just let the dog go. And you didn't really like him anyway. So, so you came by to visit your mom, and I was like, okay, well, let me hobble on over to see how you're doing and everything. And while I'm over there, and you're like, oh, my God, this is not cute. What happened? And I tell you my story. I think you laughed then, too. But that's okay. It's a funny story. But I'm sitting at your kitchen table, and you said, well, would you like me to work on your knee? And, I'm kind of like, sure, well, whatever that means, go do your thing. And so I put my left knee up, my right knee up, leg up, and you did your work there. And then I put my left leg up, which is the one with the bad ankle and the knee. And I remember you're doing it, and you're like, wow, can you feel that? It feels like a construction zone. And I'm like, I feel nothing. I'm running my mouth to your mom, but, you keep doing it. It's all good. So I'm enjoying the conversation and everything. And we, communicate, have fun, reconnect and everything. And then I get back on my pair of crutches, and I hobble home. Well, the next day, I was able to stand up on my right leg without any pain whatsoever. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like 2 or 3 days ago, I was literally just back at the emergency room because I was struggling putting weight really on either leg. But, I could only put a little bit of weight on the right leg, no weight at all on the left leg. And it was after 3 weeks. Like, my underarms were getting pained. I actually wanted to do some work there. Because, with crutches, you're bearing on that weight underneath your arm. It hurts. But I was surprised. I'm like, wait a minute. The next day, I can actually put weight on my right leg. Hold up now. And sure enough, by the end of that day, I was able to let go of using the cane on the right-hand side and just kind of hobble around a bit with the left one because it was starting to get a little bit better with the left leg too. By the day after that, I still had both canes that day, but the day after that, I was able to let go of the cane on the right hand and just kind of walk limping on my left leg. And then by the third day, I didn't need the cane at all. And by the fourth day, the immobilizers and the braces that I had on the left leg were gone. And I was like, now this is a trip. For 3 weeks I've been in pain and can't move and, pain in my legs and pain in my underarms with the crutches and so forth. So much so that I go back to the doctors because I'm thinking my legs are actually broken or I got a fracture, what is it, one of those minute fractures or something in my ankle. It has to be because it was so painful. And it's just, they're giving me, I don't know, whatever those ridiculous pain medicines that they give. I think Vicodin or something like that. I mean, nothing was working. And I was like, here Rorree comes, and, she does. I lovingly call it her magic mojo. Here she does her magic mojo on my leg, and within a few days, not only is it to the point where I can bear weight on it, so it feels like it's getting better, I'm actually able to let go of the crutches and walk with no problem. So, after that, it was kind of unfortunate for Rorree because I was like, Rorree, I got a pain. I need some magic mojo. Help me, please. But no, it's been a tremendous. And I tell people that story, and I was like, look, I can't tell you what she does. All I know is that whatever is working with her, she's really the only person I have experienced that whatever it is she's doing, it works. And and I am into metaphysics. I've actually gotten into it through you and learned more about it, and it really is the energy healing and so forth has really opened me up, and I've become more sensitive and aware to it. But even as I've gone to different people for healing and understanding and things of that nature, you really are the only person where I get these really intense, really deep, and almost immediate results with. With other folks, I might get something, but it may take a minute, or I kind of have to look for the healing. With you, it's always so immediate, and it never gets old. I'm never stopping. I never get unamazed by, wow, what did she do? It's just incredible.